Hello, hello. I've been thinking about consumerism a lot lately, and I am really struggling, honestly, with this whole idea of Christmas. And I'm not someone that is bah humbug about Christmas. I love Christmas. I really, really love Christmas. But this year, it's been weighing really heavy on me that I feel that we've lost the point of Christmas and what it's actually about. And I felt this for many years, and I fought against it for many years. And something I wanted to talk about is consumerism and how that seems to be what Christmas has become about for a lot of people. And something I'm really aware of is that Christmas is what Christmas is for me. I get to choose what it's about for me. For me, I was going to say for me and my family, but the reality is I get to choose what Christmas is for me. I don't get to choose what Christmas is for my family. I get to choose what it is for me. And what it's not about is what I can buy or what I can receive from others. And that's not just what I can receive in terms of gifts or even people choosing to be with me, so their presence or how I'm treated or anything like that. Anything outside of myself is outside of my control. So that's been huge for me. It's just giving up this idea that I have any control of anything really outside of myself. I can choose if I react or if I choose to take a moment and then respond. I can choose the lens that I'm viewing my life through. Something that's coming up pretty quick for a lot of us is Christmas. And I've been viewing Christmas through this lens of basically feeling like I fucking hate it. Feeling very bah humbug. Feeling very dismayed by the whole idea of Christmas. And it's because I've been attached to this idea that Christmas is about being a consumer whore, basically. That it's about what you can get out of people. I have children, and for children, Christmas is very much about gifts, right? They love the gifts. And I can't blame them. I was a kid and I remember what it was like. I was really excited about the gifts, really excited. But it's so much more than that, right? And even if you have a kid that's totally focused on the gift aspect of it, if all they get is gifts and their parents aren't present with them, if their parents are there but they're not totally there, the gifts aren't really going to mean shit at the end of the day. The gifts might satiate something within them for a little while, but the void will still be there. And something I'm really recognizing for myself is my perspective really matters, because I've been walking through this holiday season for a couple weeks, feeling like I fucking hate Christmas. I'm sorry, Jesus, I hate your birthday. I actually said that to him. And it's nothing personal, I hate the pressure. I don't even like the word hate. I extremely dislike the pressure that I feel at Christmas time, to show up in a certain way, to do the crafts, to bake the cookies, to get gifts for the kids' teachers, to bake cookies for three different classes, because I have 3 kids, so that's 60 plus cookies, right? I put all of this pressure on myself to show up in this way that I've created in my own mind. Like, I've created this suffering in my own mind around Christmas. And hang on, I need to collect my thoughts here. Yeah, so I've just been feeling like this weight, this pressure, this distaste for the Christmas season, this holiday season I find myself in. And I recognize that part of that is probably, due to the fact that this would have been mine and Brady's first Christmas together. Part of that is probably due to the fact that it's my first Christmas on my own and my kids are choosing to be with Dad. So that's probably adding to it. But a large chunk of it, I've actually worked through that stuff, or I believe I have, but a large chunk of the distaste for Christmas, honestly, is this idea that we have to buy, that we have to buy gifts for people, that we have to bake the cookies or do the crafts, or just even the pressure of showing up constantly. I feel like for the most part I allow myself the time and the space to take care of me when I need to. And at Christmas time, it feels like there's just this pressure to be more, to do more, to show up more, to spend more money, to just consume. And so something I've been looking at is the ways in which I am a consumer whore. And with everything I've been feeling around Christmas, this intense pressure to buy, this intense pressure to not let my kids down, to not disappoint them, to get them what they want, to make sure that Santa comes through for them, it doesn't disappoint them. Just all this pressure. What I'm realizing is self-imposed suffering. First of all, that's something that I've realized is it's very much self-imposed suffering. I'm choosing to suffer based on the lens that I'm viewing Christmas through. Choosing my suffering. Another perspective is just because the society I live in values Christmas doesn't mean I have to. Just because the society I live in does Christmas a certain type of way doesn't mean I have to. Just really finding freedom and looking at the ways I've been programmed to view Christmas and what Christmas is, and looking at if that really serves me, if that's really my truth, or if that's just what I've grown up believing, and if that truth that I've grown up believing is actually my truth, if it actually serves me. And the reality is, I love Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays. And I'm not going to allow something like consumerism to destroy that. Getting the gifts, buying the gifts, that's not what Christmas is about. You know, it's an aspect of it that's fun, for sure. It's fun. It's fun to go pick out gifts for people. It's fun to sit around the Christmas tree and open those gifts with the people you love. But that's the main point of it, right? Is you're with... Whoa, I almost fell. It's like super fucking snowy. The main point of it is you're with the people you love, right? So at the end of the day, it's not about the gifts. It's not about what you can buy, or, you know, who bought the best gift, or it's not even about Santa Claus coming through. Like, I'm really recognizing how often I try to control the outcome in my life. Things that are totally outside of my control. And how much suffering that creates in my life. You know, it's okay. It's okay if my kids end up disappointed. It's okay. If I'm putting a ton of pressure on myself at Christmas time, I'm creating more damage in my children. I'm creating more chaos within myself and in turn within my children than if I just accept where I'm at. If I just accept that, you know, there's certain things that a lot of people do at Christmas time that just don't resonate with me, and I don't want to do them. My kids are better off having a mom that's happy and healthy and balanced and grounded within herself. A mom that's truly enjoying the season than having a mom that's stressed to the max, putting a bunch of shit she can't afford on a credit card, stressing about who wants what, or who's going to say this or who's going to say that. Or your kids would rather you happy and present than stressed out, resentful, tapped out, disconnected, there but not there. So, if Christmas is stressing you out, start looking at your stories around it. Start looking at your beliefs around it. Start looking at how you feel like you have to show up or not, what you have to do. Start looking at what you actually want to do. What do you actually want to do at Christmas time? It's not what you need to do or you have to do. There is no have to do in life. There really is no have to do in life. I mean, people could, disagree with that. But the reality is, we don't really have to do anything. It's all a choice. I don't always feel like I have a choice in motherhood. I choose these people, but it's a choice. It's a choice. No, it doesn't totally feel like a choice. There's not an option. I mean, for me to walk away, there's not an option there for me, but there is an option. Do you get what I'm saying? We always have a choice in life. No matter what it is, you always have a choice. So if you've been feeling like me in terms of Christmas and just totally done and can't wait for fucking Christmas to be over already, consider the lens, the perspective that you're viewing it from, and really look at what does Christmas actually mean to you? And are you going along with a narrative that society has given us that Christmas is, about presents, like gifts and buy, and it's okay if you can't afford it. Put it on a credit card. You'll figure it out later. All these stories. Are you going along with that? Trying to keep up with the Joneses next door, or are you doing what you feel called to do? Are you doing what actually lights you up inside? Are you following what sets you free? Like, if you don't feel free, it's a really powerful place to be. Honestly, I keep coming back to this. Like, anytime I feel awful, I keep coming back to, like, what a powerful place that is, because from that place, like, you have a choice. Like, you have choices. You have the awareness that something's wrong here, or I don't feel right, this doesn't feel right, and then you can choose. You can take inspired action. You can choose to do something different. You can choose to set a new standard for Christmas. Like, you can choose to create new traditions. You can choose to maybe take the pressure off a little bit and make it mean something again. Make it something fun. Bring the magic back. I really don't feel like the magic of Christmas is in what we buy or how busy we are, or I don't believe the magic in life is about what we can buy or how busy we are. I feel like the magic in life is about being here for it, not being so fucking stressed out and pulled in every which way that we're not even here, even though we're here. So if you've been feeling really fucking stressed out in life in general, with Christmas, with whatever's going on, just bring it back to basics. Like, what the fuck do I want? What lights me up inside? What do I want to create moving forward? Christmas isn't awful. It's not evil. It's not this horrible thing. It's the lens that we view it through can make it feel really dense and gross and yucky. And so just consider your lens, and if something's not working in your life, you have the power to shift it. So that's all. Have a great day.